Oh, you want the tribes?
Yeah, yeah. Go in and, you know, because Gad had to come over here.
Yeah, let's go into that, bro, because yeah, that's a good thing. We got to go into a little bit of that because, you know, see what's happening is, in fact, we before we get, let's establish something first. Let's go to Isaiah 11 and 13. Because see what's happening right now, and it's good that you brought that up, bro, because we've been needing to probably go into it. And we did touch on it a little bit on last week. But what is, if you cannot have sympathy on what's happening to what happened to our people over here, how dwell at the level of Yahweh?
Right.
Because what's happening right now is you got a lot of people that are trying to basically take away the identity of the northern tribes over here. You know, which shows you don't have no sympathy over what happened, because the greatest act of genocide that ever occurred happened to the northern tribes. That's right. This is documented even by Esau, man. That the worst genocide that ever happened to a group of people happened on this side of the world. That's right. Which happened to the northern kingdom. Okay? So go ahead and read that out.
This is Isaiah 11 and 13. The envy also of Ephraim shall depart, and the adversaries of Judah shall be cut off. Ephraim shall not envy Judah, and Judah shall not vex Ephraim.
Yeah, vex means to shut up as well. Yep. Because that's what's happening right now. You got guys saying, well, look, we know we Judah, but we don't know who the other tribes are. But then what you did now also is you also took away the identity of the other tribes to justify you not wanting to be in the fold, which you have no power to do. Right. And you got guys that are doing this because, one, you know, really, it's ignorance. Because one, a lot of people, when they get into this thing, you got to be like the Church of Berea. Yeah. If you have see a lot of these guys that are doing this, they can't tell you what the meaning of the names of these tribes are. They probably can't even tell you what Judah means. You get what I'm saying? Right. But then they'll do a whole lesson and say that these people are not the same, are not whatever. Now we never said, no one ever said that, hey, look, this particular person is this tribe. Right. Because like we said last week, there's a scattered among the scattered. There's a scattered among the scattered. But what we do know is that the people that came over here, based on prophecy, are the northern tribes. Period.
Yeah. And that's true. That's true what the brother said, because you know that confusion of faces is amongst our people. Because even at my job, I walk into the cafeteria and we had this Brazilian lady there. And so she comes to me when I walk in there to get, you know, buy my lunch or whatever. She comes in, she says, are you Dominican? She's just looking at the texture of my skin and just automatically thought I was a Dominican. So even amongst our own people, like the brother's saying, there's a confusion of faces. Because we perceive and we know who a particular tribe is just by the look, but that's not the case.
Yeah, and the confusion to our faces, you know, also deals with the fact that it's not just the look; it's everything. Because the confusion is to us because of all the sins of our nation. Meaning that even the stuff that just happened earlier, that's a confusion to our faces, because that brother don't understand that Yahawashi it looks like him. And he had to deliver him, and it's all kinds of confusion, man. Yeah, it's all kinds of confusion, and he got people damn near doing paper bag tests and hair tests just to determine who's Israel. You get what I'm saying? That's it. I mean, it's unbelievable. But because they don't believe in the prophecies concerning their own people. So get me Jeremiah 50 and 33 real quick. We're going to start to try and establish the tribes as well. Because see, it was meant that we were supposed to be separated and broken off from one another. That's the reason why the Most High had the northern tribe go into a completely different captivity before the southern kingdom went into the Babylonian captivity. That was the beginning of our separation.
That's right. This is Jeremiah 50 and 33. Thus saith the Lord of hosts, the children of Israel and the children of Judah were oppressed together, and all that took them captives held them fast. They refused to let them go.
Go into that.
Oh, keep on?
No, so go into it.
Oh, and that's the captivity is over here in the Americas, man. We all oppressed together, man. Gad, from Judah to Benjamin and Levi, all throughout the 12 tribes, man. Yeah. We're all oppressed together, man. And this so-called Edomite, so-called white man, hey man, he refused to let us go, man.
Yeah, as much as he hates us. See, that's how you know that we're Israel.
Right.
Because shoot, I can go. There's so many examples of these people hating our people.
Right.
They don't want to let us go.
That's right.
They don't want it. They refuse to let us go.
Because you can go back into the past, even with Egypt. How when Pharaoh didn't want to let him go.
But he had Planned Parenthood. He was trying to exterminate the seed of Israel.
Right.
And just like Donald Trump want to build his wall, between America and Mexico, why not build one between America and Canada? Because it ain't just Mexicans ain't just the only immigrants here.
Yeah.
And coming here illegal. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So do something about that. You targeting one group of people.
Yeah.
Which is Israelites.
Yeah. And they can't let Israel go because the fact that their blessing that they get is the fact that they got us in captivity.
Right. That'll crash the economy, man. You take all the jakes out of here, man.
Yeah, but not just that. Spiritually, Satan won't stop dealing with them.
Yeah, that's right.
That's right. Because they have to have us in captivity in order for them to be prosperous.
Right. Yep, that's right.
That's why all the world kingdoms, when you go into world history, which I was big into world history. When you go into all the major kingdoms, all the empires had Israel in captivity.
Yeah.
That is the one thing that they all had in common. They had Israel in captivity.
That's where their power would stem from, because you're getting all this free labor.
Yeah.
Man, anybody can
But
come
not
up
just
with
that, Satan starts dealing with them.
Yeah.
See, all these nations, when Esau set up Americas and stuff, he understood he had to go get the southern kingdom. He understood he had to get all of them together and oppress them in order for Satan to deal with them.
Yeah.
He couldn't just go and colonize a place on his own without oppressing the tribes and be prosperous. His prosperity came through having us in there, just like Egypt. Egypt didn't come up until Jake was there.
Right.
And when Jake was there and captive, that's when Egypt blew up. That's when you started having about Ramses the Great and all these different great pharaohs. The main pharaohs that they talk about is the ones that when we were in captivity. I'm talking about the early dynasties from Jake when they were just
small,
in Egypt, and
Shoot, then you have Upper and Lower, all these great obelisks and all these pyramids and all these
and treasure cities,
erecting these giant statues and everything. That brought Egypt to its prominence, man.
Yeah. Just like America was brought to its prominence, man. That's why one thing that Jacob always tell Esau, that's not the truth, they'll tell him, we built this place. That's why America's great.
Right.
That's right.
So I want to make America great again. What do you mean then?
Yeah.
You mean you got to put us back into hardcore bondage?
Slavery. Yeah.
Because that's the only way you would be able to make America great again is by shipping everybody.
Right.
And having full control over Jake.
Who the hell Donald Trump gonna get to build that wall?
Yeah, right.
You gonna have Edomites building up the wall?
Yeah. Come on.
Them guys don't even they're gonna be building up ours.
Right.
That's right.
That we're saving them for that. You know what I'm saying? But shoot, now you can go to that second edge you want to get into. Yeah, this is a good topic, bro, because see, a lot of you guys that are opening up your mouths against the tribes, you guys don't know what you're doing. And it's going to be shown that a lot of the stuff that you're saying, you haven't really researched as deep as you think you've researched. See, that's why it tells you in First Corinthians 8. Go there real quick, and then we'll go there because we're just going to establish something. Because that's the reason why sometimes you got to sit back, be quiet, and keep researching and compile that evidence until it gets overwhelming that you can't deny it.
1 Corinthians 8.
And about verse 2 or 3. If a man think he know anything.
Yeah, and if a man think he knoweth anything, he knoweth nothing, yet as he ought to know.
As he ought to know. So you got guys that are coming here. Okay, first of all, you got a brother out there that's saying that there's a tribe of Joseph.
Right.
And he consistently cuts himself every time about bringing up the tribe of Joseph. But there is no tribe of Joseph. Joseph had two sons, Ephraim and Manasseh. Okay, now when you go into some of the scriptures, it will call Ephraim Joseph. Like when you go into Revelations.
Right.
But there is no actual tribe of Joseph. He thinks that there's a tribe of Joseph, Ephraim, and Manasseh, and that Joseph is missing. What about Joseph? No, Joseph is in Ephraim and Manasseh.
That's right.
It's just that Joseph, when you go into a map, that brother can't go into a map and show us where the tribe of Joseph inherited the land. But see, you got guys that are just talking because one, a lot of guys is throwing out the whole roll with the leaven. Take out the leaven out the roll.
There you go.
y'all just you guys you get confounded with yourself and stumble because of your enmity towards another man.
That's right.
If you were motivated by love, you wouldn't be doing that. You're motivated by it because you're motivated by the what's it called, the conflict. Then it becomes that situation. Get me first Philippians real quick, because I'm trying to establish why this is happening to certain men. Because we're trying to basically tell you as to why this is happening. We'll go to about verse 13.